one hand, some really nice run blocking from your interior offensive line. On the other hand, a little bit of a bumpy start for Matt Cleel and Taylor Moton.
Well, I told you guys it was going to be a good test. I mean, it's a good pass rushing defense we face, and it was a really good test. And it's one of those things that, again, until you start seeing this type continually, your timing is not going to be where it needs to be. We had some opportunities to make some plays early on. We missed those opportunities, and again, you got to be better at that. And when certain things happen, certain elements of the game have to step up, i.e. run blocking, run the ball successfully, which we did, and it was good to see. I mean, that's part of what we talk about in training camp, is being able to run the football effectively.
Because of his size, I think people have since day one questioned whether Christian can run between the tackles, but you guys have been adamant that
Right.
he can't. Why have you always believed that he can?
Well, mostly because of what he did in college. I mean, in college, you go back in his 2 years, nobody ran between the tackles more than he did. And so, again, we just have always felt he's got that kind of ability, and he's got that kind of quickness that he can pop one and make something happen at it, which we did see. So, we're very confident and comfortable in what we think he can do, and we'll continue to use him how we best feel he's going to suit us.
Ron, you had 2 lowering the helmet calls. What did you see on both of those?
Well, I mean, one was unfortunate on the sideline. Sears came in a little high and unfortunately caught it. The other one, to me, is debatable as to who it should have been on. I felt our guy came in low and ready to go, and I thought the opponent lowered his helmet. I mean, and again, that's what we're trying to find out. So it'll be a good one for us as coaches and for us as officials to go back and look at it and determine, exactly what happened on that. But again, the rule is in place for player safety, and I support the rule. I'm not going to deny that there was helmet-to-helmet contact on it. In that instance, my question is, who initiated it? And again, at full speed, it's hard, and I am biased.
Anything you can say? We heard Cersei's in the protocol. Anything beyond that?
No. The only thing I know, Joe, as much as you know right now, is that he is in the protocol.
I know you haven't seen that hit too often. You haven't seen, maybe you saw one replay, but is that, do you think, why the spirit of the rule is in the game?
Absolutely, most certainly, Bill, and I think that's exactly why. We've got to be able to be careful, and we've got to make sure as coaches we're teaching these guys proper technique. I think the rule is in place, obviously, for player safety, and we got to continue to harp on it. And when the referee throws the flag, we have to be willing to understand and accept it, and just continue to try and work in it and take that type of contact out of the game.
What did you see out of Rashawn Golden, and where do things stand for you in terms of that safety depth?
Well, I like the safety depth. I think we've got a lot of good football players back there in the secondary, and very comfortable with what we've done. I thought Rashawn played well for a rookie coming in and playing as much as he did. He flashed well. I can't wait to see the tape and really get a chance to break down and see how he really did. Once I can marry his actions with what the calls were to really study and see what he did.
And Dante Jackson, same
continues to progress. It's one of those things that the more and more he gets to feel and comfort and confidence in his abilities versus what teams are going to try and do against us as a defense, I think we'll see him continue to grow as a player. I mean, he's done some really good things. He's an exciting young player. He's got a long way to go, but I think he's got a chance to help us.
Would you like to see him be able to bump and run early, or kind of putting him off the line a little bit?
Well, I think a lot of it is as we go through this and we really start to game plan, then we can give him tools, give all of them tools to use as we get into game planning situations more so than anything else. These first 2 games, really, there wasn't a lot in terms of game planning. This next one, our 3rd game, there will be a lot of game planning done in terms of preparation for New England. So, I think what we have to do is as we get into this is look at the tools that we want to give them, give the players this week going into this game, and see how we do using them.
Not just the first team, but the second team and third team as well. You said you wanted to see on the offensive line guys step up and show consistency across the board. Did you see that tonight?
In certain elements, yes. Now, as you talked about earlier, I don't think we pass pro as well as we're capable of. But at the same time, I thought we ran block very well. I thought we opened up some holes. I thought our running backs ran with great vision. And again, as I said, we didn't game plan as much as we would typically do in the regular season. But I was excited about the production we had as a football team.
Ron, how would you handicap the running backs behind Christian?
Well, I'm not going to get into that, Joe. I was just very happy about what I saw. I like what I saw from CJ. He did some really good things. I thought Cameron Artis-Payne does what he does very well. He ran hard. He ran with a purpose. That was exciting. Kenyon showed his quickness and his agility, and even when we gave Elijah Hood an opportunity, he showed his power. So we got a good blend right now, and it's I mean, we got good football players back there, and as I said, I'm very pleased with what we're doing right now. We just got to be more consistent. It's probably the word I've been using a lot, and I just think we as a football team can be better.
You gave Dorian Johnson a good look on the left side. It looked like his run blocking was pretty good, pass pro, the issues, but how different
Right.
he hasn't done it before.
Dorian's a guard, and we're and we're trying some guys out at left tackle backup right now, and we've got with the injury to Darryl, it kind of put us in one of those situations where we got to find some more depth. So we've been working some of the younger guys a little bit out of position, but just trying to see it. Dorian blocked very well, very pleased with his run blocking. Again, as you point out, he's got some work to do as far as a pass pro guy, and it's one of those things. I think the more opportunities he gets, the better he can become. He's very athletic. He's got good feet, but he's a little bit out of position right now, and hopefully it's one of those things that continue reps, he might improve.
First half, especially after the turnover, the red zone defense looked like it really stepped up.
It did. I thought our execution was very well. The communications between the linebackers and DBs, linebackers and D-line was very good. Thought Eric made some real good decisions there. And again, we had a limited amount of tools, but the tools they used, they were very effective with. I did like the movement in the secondary, the conversation going on in terms of the checks and communications. That was one of the things that was really stood out to me as I was watching the red zone. I think we have three of them, three situations that I thought they did a really nice job, and it was good credit to them.
You were talking about backup left tackles. Is that somewhere down the road when cuts start being made, you all may look for some outside help?
I don't know. That could be a possibility. I mean, we got a group of guys right now that have been getting a lot of reps, a lot of work at it, and we'll continue to work with these guys. Next week is going to be a big week because it's really our frill kind of a dress rehearsal, which everybody knows that's what the third game is. We'll put together a game plan. We'll put we'll give them some, again, as I say, tools, and we'll see what happens.
Ron, talk about Alex Arma so far this preseason and just the role he's going to have.
He's been solid. I mean, he really has, and to watch him play and compete, it's kind of cool. Here's a guy that's played linebacker and played tight end / fullback in college. We're giving him a shot at fullback position, and he's grasping it. He's done a terrific job. He works very hard. He takes a lot of pride in it. And he's a young man that has got an opportunity to help us as a football player as well, which is a huge plus.
He has to do so much of the dirty work,
He
especially
does.
in a North Turner offense.
Yes.
What have you seen him take to that?
Oh, he loves it. I mean, he's a solid football player. He really is. And to watch him do the things, as you said, the dirty work, which I do agree, it's tough, and he handles it very well. And he's one of those guys that plays with an edge, and it's a lot of fun to watch. It really is.
Ian said after his touchdown that he saw green grass in front of him and he ran fast.
Mm-hmm.
What did you see on that play, and what are you expecting from him going forward?
I saw Ian run fast through the green grass. You see the potential, you see the growth. I mean, he's kind of a little bit of an unknown because he had played one year of major college football. And we were fortunate that our scouts, our college scouts, pointed him out as somebody that we really felt could be a guy who could help us. Marty, was patient, and when the opportunity came, he was there available. We took him, and he's taken that role very nicely. Part of I think is helping his development is that Chris Manhertz is out for right now, and hopefully we'll get Chris back soon. But because of that, Ian's gotten a lot of work, and you see his progress has been accelerated because of that. I think he's a young man that could come in and be a very good second or third behind Greg. And when Chris gets back, and we'll have a good combination of tight ends with a fullback as well, in Alex. So we're headed in a good direction with that group right now.